In this segment, we shed light on the transformational stages of becoming a transgender woman in South Africa. We invite Nazreen Noor, who previously identified herself as a Muslim male named Marwan. Let's find out how we could do our part by supporting the LGBTQ+ community in words and in actions. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for letting me be here. And if I can help somebody, then I'm glad to do whatever I have to. So,
Tell me, what is your purpose being on the show today?
my thing is this: like I said, if I can help somebody, a transgender female like myself, not to do things like to take life for granted and to help others, then I will do anything in my power to help others like me. Because transgender females have it really hard with people. They look at you funny, they treat you funny, they call you names. That's why I want that to stop.
So we're going to definitely dive much deeper into your story. But I think what's important for the viewers to know is that what your story was from the beginning. So you identify yourself as a transgender woman,
Yes, I do.
but you were previously a male or born as a male.
I was born a man. Yes.
So tell me, when did you identify yourself as a female?
Okay. I was at about 4 years old. I knew I was different. Like when most of my boy cousins were playing with cars and trucks and things, I always wanted to play with dolls, and I used to watch my mom do her makeup and wear these pretty dresses and things. So I knew I'm a female. But I was born in the wrong body. So then at 4, I knew I was a female, I wasn't a boy.
So with transgender, right? Explain to me what transgender is and what is the difference between homosexual, being a homosexual male, and transgender, female. Explain to me what the difference is and why you didn't just decide to just be homosexual, you know?
Okay, I'll start with homosexuals. Are men which don't dress as females. They are normal. You get normal straight acting homosexuals, and you get feminine homosexuals. Right? Those are men which just want to be with another man. They don't dress like women. They don't act like women. Then you get a transgender female, like myself. I was born a male, but I'm a female inside. So I was born in the wrong body. I don't identify myself as a male, even though I have male genitalia for now. I'm going to go through the whole change. So that being a transgender female, you act, you dress, you basically do everything a female does.
So explain to me, you said you're going through the transition. Explain to me what the transition is. What do you have to do?
Okay.
So firstly, starting from the hormones. So are you generally transgender is, or not generally, just transgender means that you will have hormone imbalance as a male, right? Which means you'll have the female hormones that will be higher than the male.
Yes. See.
Okay.
Okay. With a normal person, every person has male and female hormones. But in a transgender female, such as myself, the female hormones, mine, are 4 times higher than the male hormones.
Okay.
So therefore, when I start my transition, that means like I'm actually in the process though. So I have to see psychologists. I have to live as a female. I have to do everything as a female for 2 years.
Before the change?
Before the physical changes.
Okay.
Then they'll start me on female hormones and male blockers.
Okay.
So the male blockers actually wipes out all male hormones out of my body. And female hormones will then cause me to grow my own breasts, and my hair will grow, features will change. So basically, that's it.
Wow. And do you feel that that is almost like, do you feel that you're stuck in the wrong body,
Yes.
basically?
I've felt like I said, since I was 4.
Yes.
So when I do have my gender reassignment surgery, then I know I'll be happy.
Got it. And explain how your identity was questioned by others, because it's for me to understand. You know, I would have to definitely ask the questions like I'm doing now. But for your parents who birthed, or your mom who birthed you as a boy, and now you went through these different changes, and you actually, I'm pretty sure that you mentioned that you were actually a female.
Yes.
What was that like? And also just describe how others treated you.
Okay. First of all, family. My mom and my dad, they more like wiped it, they swept it under the carpet, tried to keep it on the down low. And I had to basically mix with the boys, do boy things, and become like a boy and do the masculine things, play cricket and play with trucks and things like that. And I would always get scolded at because they always caught me either with a doll or I had a princess dress on.
Where did you get the princess dress from?
Like, I had a cousin that I was very, very close to.
Yes.
She passed away like 3 years ago. And I would always go to her and she would doll me up, do my makeup, do my hair. And she always had either a lot of flower girl dresses or bridesmaid dresses. And that's like we would dress up and take photos together and things like that.
Got it. So it's just, that's became your bestie from a young age.
Yes, we were very,
and you did
very
everything.
close.
Sounds like you did everything
Yes,
together.
we did everything together. We were very close.
Yes.
Extremely close.
You were born as Nazreen Noor.
Yes.
Explain to me who he is, what he did, what his habits were, and what was his life like.
Okay. Very quiet. I was very quiet. I was very introverted. I never made friends easily. And when I did make friends and then they found out that I'm feminine, I would get laughed at, made fun of, or I was bullied a lot. So I basically had to put up this front and try to act as butch as I could, which was not easy. And when I could do things like go out with my friends, with girls, I would go overboard. Like, I would tell them, I want to go do this, I want to go do that. And it came to a point where I thought I almost took my own life. Because I thought, I can't handle this anymore.
Yes.
It got way too much. And when I turned, I think, 17, like I met a boy that I really liked. And we became friends and things. And when he found out that I was transgender, he changed completely on me. And that's when I got bullied one day to a point where they almost broke my nose. I got kicked in the ribs a couple of times.
How did that feel? Because you're being bullied for someone that you are. It's not something that you're trying to be, or it's a facade that you're putting up.
Yeah.
And has anyone questioned this as a phase?
My aunties, like, aunties of mine that were very close, my mom's sisters, always would tell my mom, no, it's a phase, like, you'll grow out of it, and maybe I must go see a psychologist, and then maybe it will go away. And I saw 4 of them.
Oh, 4 of them.
4 of them.
So it wasn't one that you just had for your lifetime?
No.
When was the first time you saw a
Okay.
psychologist?
The first time I think I was about 12. Yes, I was 12.
Take me through that moment.
And like at first, like he would give me puzzles and things to do, and like tell me what do I like doing, and I was scared to say things to him because I didn't know him. And then my mom thought, okay, fine, this is not working, maybe it'll go away on its own.
What did he say to you? Like, what do you remember your first or first introduction to psychology as a
From what I remember is like he came to me straightforward and he told me, look, what do you like doing? What do you feel you are? And I told him, I feel like I'm a girl. And I was born in the wrong body. And he told me, yes, that maybe don't I feel that it's a phase I'm going through. Because a lot of boys go through a phase of dressing in mommy's dresses and messing with mommy's makeup. But for me, it wasn't like that. Like every girl that I saw, I thought to myself, yo, I wish I could be like that. Like getting my ears pierced and having long hair and beautiful dresses and gowns and wearing heels and things. Like that was like a dream of mine. Yeah, so they decided to try to bring my male hormones back up by putting me on a certain tablet. And this tablet would also it was like for your nasal. It's, how can I say it? Was for somebody that has hay fever, basically.
Yes.
But it also has a lot
That's
of.
what I'm so confused about.
It also has a lot of like testosterone in, but it never worked though, and it made my nose. It had the opposite effect on me. It made my nasal cavity blocked, and always had problems with my nose and things, and I used to get extremely depressed. And then I just stopped taking it. Like my mom would give it, and I would make like I'm swallowing it, and then I would flush it down the toilet. That's what I did.
I don't know if this is a normal situation for you to get for you to intake tablets just to change your mindset. You know, I don't really understand that, and to me it doesn't sound correct. So I definitely want to know from the viewers if they've experienced this as well. You know, so we could do a quick survey. I want to know what were your biggest challenges in your life as before coming out or during that phase, during the transitional phase. What were your biggest challenges coming from your family? Does your family accept that?
No.
Okay.
No. Like being from a Muslim family, it's very hard because a lot of Muslim families don't believe in being transgendered or gay, because for them you go straight out. Basically, that's how they believe. And I mean, a lot of my family, like especially close family, they would always try to change me and try to get me involved with girls and going out with girls and having a girlfriend, which was not me. And at to make people happy, my family happy, I actually got married to a female at one stage.
Explain that to me, what that was like, what that stage was like.
Basically, okay, so I was friends with this girl like for 6, 7 months. And then I decided, okay, if my mom them and family them, they kept on and they kept on and they kept on. You need to have a family, you need to get married. And I thought, okay, to get them off my back, to stop them from pestering me, and I'll just do it. And which did not pan out well, because like the girl I was married to, obviously wanted children, wanted a normal family, and I could not give that to her, clearly.
So why did you get married?
Basically to make family happy.
Okay, so you did that to make family happy. What was it like? Because you actually got married to a
I
female
had the
to
whole
make
wedding thing, the whole 9 yards, wedding, reception, everything. But for me, it's more like I had to put up a front for photos and smiling and acting all happy. And then when I saw the girl that I was marrying in the wedding dress, I thought to myself, I felt it was so unfair. Why am I wearing suit and tie and she gets to wear the dress? So basically I felt irritated. I was at my last rope. I thought, okay, if I'm just gonna play this the way they wanted, I'm gonna do my own thing afterwards. This is just to make family happy.
Did she know that you were transgender?
She had a feeling. She never came out and asked until I told her like I like dressing like a girl because I am a girl. And I was honest with her, and she was okay with it at the beginning. Like, you do you and I do me, and I was fine with that also. But like, people stand and they stare and they like to make fun if they don't understand the person. And it didn't work for us, so we split up. But I managed to keep it up for 5 years.
Wow. I need to ask this question because I'm sure it's on the minds of most. Were you intimate in your marriage?
No.
With a woman?
No.
So she never asked for it?
She did. I actually, there was times that like she got on top of me, and I was more like how can I explain it to you? I was forced into doing what I didn't want to do. And I mean, if you're not sexually attracted to somebody, it's not going to work. And I mean, her being a female and me being a transgender female definitely wasn't going to work.
Do you think that you set up some sort of agreement and this marriage
we did actually,
was like an agreement?
For me, like I told her at the beginning, look here, I'm into boys.
Okay, so she knew from the get-go.
Yeah, she knew. No, like I told her straightforward.
Was this?
I like boys.
Was this during the engagement? When did she find out? When you mentioned that to her?
She basically found out like we were engaged for 4 months, and then I told her, look, I'm all for the getting married. I'm cool with that, but I'm really not into girls. I like boys. I like being with boys. I want a boyfriend. But I can see you need to get out from where you are. And I mean, if I can help you,
This is what you said to her.
yes, if I can help you, then why not? But I mean, I bit of more than what I could chew.
Got it.
So clearly it didn't work out.
But I think one of the lessons here for just everyone is that it's difficult. It really is challenging in the world that we live in to be ourselves and to be.
It is very.
Yes, especially where, this is cookie cutter mold of who you need to be.
Exactly.
This is who you're
Who
supposed
you
to
need
fit
be,
into.
how you need to dress.
The type of family lifestyle you're supposed to have.
And
the
who
picket
your
fence.
friends.
Exactly. So I understand that could have. I can't. Obviously, I won't be able to understand on what you experienced, but just someone like me who, you struggle to fit in a certain mold,
Like even now, like going through what I'm going through now, like for little things, if my family has something and they see me have makeup on,
yes,
then it's like World War III will break out. Why are you wearing makeup? Do you know makeup
so you
is
get
for girls?
cross-questioned.
Yes. And go take it off. You're not supposed to wear makeup. You're not supposed to wear eye pencil. But for what? I'm not doing it to impress others. I'm doing it because I love wearing makeup. But with my family, this, the way I dress, the way I act.
You look beautiful, by the way.
Thank you.
So, I didn't see anything wrong with it. Yeah.
But like, you see, they are not open-minded people like you are, basically. They're still living in how they were taught years ago, which if you're a boy, you're a boy. If you're a girl, you're a girl. Boys does boy things, girls does girl things. So, and it's very hard to get people that are molded like that out of that, how can I say, that single-minded thoughts. Do you understand what I mean?
Yes, I do.
So that's why, for me, I'm not very close to a lot of my family. Because I can't be who I want to be. I have to be who they want me to be.
And that's why you decided to go through with the wedding, I'm guessing.
Yes.
To make others happy. Do you think that was used as basically your card to get out of everything?
Yes, basically.
Or your pass.
I make them happy, and then I know that off my back, I can do what I want to. I'm married now, that's what you want me to do, fine. But clearly did not work.
What was the biggest lesson that you learned during that moment of trying to make others happy?
My biggest lesson, and I'm going to be honest with you now, is trust your heart and do not let others tell you what to do and how to do it. Because then you're always going to be unhappy.
And how was your experience of making others happy, though? It doesn't work, does it?
It sucks big time.
Yes.
Like I told you, there were times that I thought, okay, look, I can't do this anymore. I just want to end everything. And I came extremely close to doing it once.
What was that like?
I was like, me and my mom had a little argument, right? She found the dress hanging in my cupboard. And we had an argument over it. And she obviously knew it was mine.
Yeah. But she had knew at that time, right? Okay.
She obviously knew it was mine and it was taken. And I just thought, you know what? I'm just going to screw everything. I'm going to end all the shit right now. I'm going to end everything. Got into my car and I was doing what? Probably, I think, I can't remember how fast I was going. My aim was just to.
So you were speeding and you were hoping that
there
the
was
car
a time
would
that I
crash.
actually left the steering wheel and let the car go on its own.
Oh. At a high speed.
Probably about 140, 150, I think.
Yes.
But not, then it's like something went off in my head. Why do I want to take my life to make others happy? And I went to, I think it was to Signal Hill. And I just stood there for hours and I cried and I was thinking a lot. What do I really want to do? Who am I really?
Yes.
That's why I learned myself. I figured out myself that if I don't make myself happy, nobody else is going to do it.
Yes.
So that's basically it.
That is incredible because I know the thoughts that passed during. I can't even imagine the thoughts that went through your mind. What was it? Describe it for me. What were those thoughts?
Like
just a few.
I felt at certain times I felt I'd be better off dead. I'd be better off 6 feet under. And I was so angry at the Creator. Because I mean, how can somebody that we pray to that's supposed to be so perfect make mistakes like putting me in the wrong body?
Got it.
You understand what I mean? So it's very hard to explain. But I mean, that was all things that went through my head. That's why I'm not a very religious person. I do believe in God.
Yes.
It's just I believe that I'm still a bit angry because I was like put in the wrong body. People are making fun of me. People stare at me. I just want to be left alone. I just want to be me. Normal old me.
What makes you extremely happy? What will make you so happy that you could forget about the naysayers and what people say about you and where you don't apparently fit in? I'm saying apparently because God doesn't make mistakes. That's one thing I need to tell you. I'm a strong believer of that God never makes a mistake, ever. Everything that you're going through or went through, I believe is either to inspire others or to have you learn certain lessons that maybe if you didn't go through this, you wouldn't have such a kind heart and such a warm spirit that you have and being so loving. That's what I think. So my question again is what makes you extremely happy? You know
what do you mean what will make me happy?
Yes.
Okay. Like I said, I'm going through the whole change. So when I do have my gender reassignment surgery and my breasts, that will make me so happy. And having a boyfriend will be a cherry on top.
Got that. Do you have any goals or aspirations that you dream of or that you want to be or?
Like a lot of my cousins and family always used to tell me, because I'm so tall, I should like try to go for modeling but I was always like too scared or too shy, and I mean having a lot of people take photos of me made it even worse.
Yes.
But I mean, like, if I can help somebody that's in my position not to go through what I went through, then that would make me even more happy.
Wow. So basically you're becoming an inspiration for others.
Transgender females, hopefully.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think just humanity in general, because I think your story doesn't only reach to transgender females, but it reaches to those who struggle with becoming themselves.
Exactly.
You know, or just accepting who they are in society. To be honest, just leaving societal rules just there.
Exactly. Like, why do we have to be put in a box?
Exactly.
You have your male box, you have your female box. Why?
Yes.
For what? Like, clothes are clothes. We use it for what? to cover ourselves.
Yes.
So why do you have to dress a certain way or act a certain way just to make others happy?
So I got this book for you, and it says, "Count your lucky stars." Okay, and hopefully that's some meaning to you. You can tell me what that is. And in this book, I just would like you to jot down your biggest goals, your biggest dreams, what type of future you want for yourself, what type of people you want around you, loving people, caring people. Anything that has to do with who you are goes in here. No negative thoughts.
Okay.
Only positive thoughts about yourself. If it means what you look at in the mirror, only positive things about who you are. You write it in here. So whenever you feel that you feel like you don't belong, you go back to this book and you read how valuable you are on this earth and to humanity. Okay. Enjoy.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for coming onto the show.